रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है पता नहीं। नहीं वो अपनी लेन में रहेगी यार बस। उससे नहीं अब एक हाथ तक का उस पे नहीं है ना। आई थिंक लेफ्ट
तो अच्छा लग रहा है उधर जाना है।
आई थिंक लेफ्ट की तरफ
उधर जानी है बिल्डिंग। अच्छा बिल्डिंग वो उसका पैलेस है जो हार्ट बीच में।
नहीं वेलिंगटन तो ये ऐसी ड्यूक ऑफ वेलिंगटन को डेडिकेटेड है।
वो ओ ऐसे टर्न हो गई। तो फिर मैं
वेलिंगटन
कि मैंने कुछ डॉल्स लिया था। मैं डॉल्स यहाँ पे स्कूटी भी बहुत लोग चलाते होंगे वेस्पा। शाहरुख देखो सेम बस शाहरुख की जैसी।
ये ट्रफाल्गर स्क्वायर पे कुछ इंडियन फंक्शन चल रहा है। हाँ 2018 कुछ तो लिखा हुआ है।
दिया जूता इसको ढकते हैं। ओके ठंड आती है ईयर से आती है सबसे ज्यादा ठंड। आईफोन से लो ना मैडम। मैं बोल रही हूँ यार आएगी नहीं बहुत ज्यादा। आई नो मैं बोल रही हूँ।
लंदन आई
लिया तो तेरा बैग का बैग। अरे वो शायद वो जैसे भी बैठा रहता है उतने में याद है किलोमीटर क्या है।
चलो चलते रहें। लंदन सिटी टूर। सामने बिग बेन है विच इज़ अप फॉर रेनोवेशन एंड दिस इज़ द केंसिंगटन पैलेस। लंदन टूर बस हॉप ऑन हॉप ऑफ। शाहरुख की फेवरेट एंड द लंदन आई। सब कुछ दिख रहा है अभी मेरे पीछे। दिस इज़ द लंदन आई। केंसिंगटन पैलेस बैकग्राउंड में एंड पूरा लंदन सिटी। हम लोग अभी वॉक कर रहे हैं। शाहरुख एंजॉय कर रहा है, शिवांगी भी। ब्रिज पे वॉक करके जा रहे हैं अभी हम लोग। कल टुमारो वी आर गोना डू द क्रूज एंड लंदन आई। आज लंदन आई वाज सोल्ड आउट सो टुमारो इज़ द डे। नाउ वी आर एट पिकाडेली सर्कस। हम लोग पिकाडेली सर्कस पे आए हैं अंडरग्राउंड से ट्यूब से और अब हम लोग टूर लेने जा रहे हैं। हाय करो। चलो इस तरफ चलते हैं और स्क्वायर पे एक फोटो खिंचा लेते हैं। हाँ
ठीक से बैठो सर एक बार ट्राई करेंगे। मैं यहाँ पे नहीं गिरने का बहुत डर है।
ओके
यहाँ से बहुत सारे हटवा दिए गए।
हाँ काफ़ी सारे थे। या सिक्योरिटी राइट।
हाँ
सिक्योरिटी
हाँ ऐड हटवा दिए सारे। वही वरना पहले टाइप पे है नहीं। कुछ हटवा दिए गए इधर पे हर तरफ।
चलो इधर
उस तरफ चलते फिर वहाँ से लेस्टर स्क्वायर की तरफ वॉक करते हैं।
पैर ऊपर रखो शाहरुख। पैर ऊपर रखो इस पे। पैर इस पे रखो।
वाटरलू स्टेशन।
यहाँ पे क्या ये सब
हाँ जी
हाँ
इससे नहीं खींचेंगे हम फोटो।
नहीं इससे नहीं खींचेंगे हम, फ़ोन मेरा ही है।
दे दो शैंकी को विविड और ब्राइटनेस ऑन करके विविड कर लेना, रात में नहीं आएगी। नहीं तो ये है ना, ये विविड क्या कर रहे हो?
वहाँ पे परफॉर्मेंस हो रही है।
लो शैंकी
यहाँ से वॉक करते लेस्टर पे कितना वहाँ अच्छे
हिल रही है यहाँ पे, तो मेरी हिल रही है।
उसके फ़ोन से करते हैं।
तो मेरी एक निकाल दो ऐसे, यहाँ पे पूरी आ रही है।
बहुत वो है।
पापा की नहीं आ रही है।
We are at Leicester Square. This is the most happening place in London right now. Leicester Square. क्या हुआ? बब्बा गम शिवांगी का फेवरेट। झींगा, शिवांगी को झींगा बहुत पसंद है।
ये देखो शूज उतारने पड़े अपने।
And we are at M&M World at Piccadilly Circus, the world of M&M. We are just entering M&M World. Shara will hopefully like it a lot. Shara!
उधर से एंट्री है शायद।
Shara? Shara? Oh, sorry. M&M models. This is for Valentine's Day, M&M models. This is the Lego world. Near the Buckingham Palace, and this is the park. डक्स शारफ तो गेम्स खेलने में बिजी हैं और अपना जैकेट बंद करा रहे हैं, कैप। हम लोग इस समय बकिंगम पैलेस के सामने वाले गार्डन में हैं एंड आज संडे मॉर्निंग है, चेंज ऑफ गार्ड्स का वेट कर रहे हैं। अभी 10:15 AM हुआ है, 11 AM पे चेंज ऑफ गार्ड्स है। तब तक हम लोग खाली यहाँ गार्डन घूम रहे हैं।
देख लिया उसको भाई। अलाउड नहीं है बेटा।
लंदन आई। लंदन आई। कोई नहीं।
你们坐好了，我帮你们。
好，武大美女啊，5朵金花。
哎，我的宝宝爸，我的好多吓人的。
6朵金花。1、2、3，看我啊！1号机位，哎，耶。
थोड़ी देर सो लिया।
看这里才美，已经变高了。
क्रूज में तो यार नीचे ही बैठे रहना पड़ता है।
हाँ और क्या,
मतलब कोई बनता नहीं ना।
वो बिग बैन है, बन रहा है ना।
比例弄得很好。大本钟对，大本钟
看我。
这边那个黄的是
也是一回来，就这个整个楼是它的标志。
我们这次来不好都在弄。哦哟。
最有代表性的。
对呀。
Oh my god. That was so nice.
那是那边是伦敦的新区，新伦敦，就是伦敦的金融区，就是在那一块儿。
क्या हुआ शारद?
金融城是吧？
वाटर देखा आपने टॉप से दिख रहा है सब
那怎么停止了睡觉？
अभी और ऊपर जाएंगे
有人上面也会停车，但是有人上面也会停车了，这是在转。
今天天气真好啊！
眼看很小，昨天没看到，他去看这个
不小啊。
很厉害。
एकदम ऊपर जाएगा तो और मजा आएगा
हाँ जब डिसेंड करेगा तब
消防车才了。
शारद
डैडी वीडियो बना रहा है
क्या देख रहा है शारद? तेरे को अच्छा लग रहा है?
ये बिल्डिंग दिख रहे हैं नाइस
那我们去
बिल्डिंग ऑरेंज बिल्डिंग Oh
那个不是师傅，等一下，来，他们过来，我们让师傅照一下。谁呀？啊，喂，小姐。
We are live at London Eye right now, and Sharad is enjoying the view. Sharad,
啊，你在干嘛？
Hi, say hi.
，and we are.
Okay, Manchan.
Let me show you the view.
轻柔一点啊。
哎，
That is the Westminster Abbey on the background, the Big Ben which is under repair.
还没有呢，还是
This is the Thames River tour cruise. This is Shivangi. This is our cube. This is Sharad. This is our cube.
我的技术很业余。
So actually gives the entire clear view of the city. We are still ascending. You can see it still has to go that up. This is a second eye view of the city after Orlando Eye. This is the back side of the London city. These are some big buildings. I think in the next 5 minutes we will be actually reaching the summit of this.
You will talk to my father.
It's an amazing clear view of the city of London.
可以看爸爸。
I think the height is close to 1,000 feet. You can see people in. अच्छा नहीं वो उसके लिए नहीं है
小你，小你，听得到吗？
这个好玩了。
你还有一个小狗狗给你问话啊。
喂。
交流句。
Smooth sides, great curves, was built on time, was built on the budget. Only workforce of ladies could get that far. They also clad in Portland stone. Look up, see how it's very clean on the outside of the bridge? Portland stone, alkali rock, look underneath, it's filthy. There's only one slight problem though, it's built on the sort of the corner, the bend of the River Thames, so therefore it's the longest bridge over the River Thames in the city. But as a man, I do know women have a tendency of going on and on and on sometimes, so that's probably why it's the longest bridge. Over on your right hand side there, the building that looks like a multi-storey car park is in fact the Royal National Theatre, once described by Prince Charles as the back end of a nuclear power station. However, it's one of the most splendid theatres in London, the Olivier Theatre being the largest, and that's where we once saw the famous British actor Sir Laurence Olivier being the first resident artistic director. And I must say, in the evening, it's one of the most splendidly lit buildings. Over on your right, we've got ITV Studios, home to the likes of the educational shows Jeremy Kyle, Loose Driven. In the evening, we have Ant and Dec's Saturday Night Takeaway, the Al Murray Show, the X Factor, Britain's Got Talent, just to name a few. Independent television. If you're familiar with this morning show,
Brunel's first project. It's the first tunnel under a river anywhere in the world. And today, it is the...
We are inside the Vatican museums. This is the entrance of Vatican. This is Vatican City. This is St. Peter's Basilica.
So as you can see here, you can see one part of the garden of the Vatican. So this garden was constructed in the early 16th century by the Pope Sisto. So the Pope Sisto, the first one to have this garden. And this garden was full of exotic animals, especially with an elephant. Yes, and rhinoceros. Yes, because so these are the three stages of the Sistine Chapel, as we said before. In the Sistine Chapel, we can't explain anything because we have to keep silent because it's a holy place. In the Sistine Chapel, the election of the Pope being processed. So there are cardinals that vote for the Pope. When the smoke, white smoke comes up, so this means that's the coming Pope, one of the cardinals that's coming Pope. If the smoke turns black, smoke comes up black, so they have to re-vote once more. And the whole these stages telling about the creation and the behavior of the humankind. So the first one, we told them before a little bit, but we can tell a little bit more now because you weren't with us. This is the ceiling. Here tells us the creation of the human being and the universe. We can start from here. Here more clear, right? Than the image. We can start from this. This is the separation of the darkness from the light, and here the creation of the sun, and here this image shows the separation of the earth from the water, and this one, the famous one, the creation of Adam. And the second one is the creation of Eve. That you know that Eve was created from the rib of Adam. And here, this image depicts the sin of Adam and Eve, and how is the snake crawling up the tree and Eve. And this one here shows the sacrifice of the prophet Noah. So the prophet Noah of the flood, and the flood that covered the whole earth, and the recent theories being exhibited and found out that the oak was a real one. It wasn't like a myth.
found the art.
They found the art, right. And the next one is the flood. Here shows the flood, and here in that bank, the people that survived, and in the other part, the people that are drawing on the water, and some other people trying to save some members of the family. And here, the drunkenness of the Prophet Noah, because the Prophet, when he drank some little wine, he didn't know that it was a wine, so he got drunk, and I think that he became naked. And when he became naked, two of his sons covered him. But there was a third son that he was mocking of him, of his father. So from the beginning, that the sons and the children, daughters, some are good. Selected a very certain, a special color, which is called the lapis lazuli, to referring to the sky, and here referring to the earth and the hill, the damned people. So this part referring to the righteous and blessed people. On the lower part for the damned people, and here referring to the hell and with the fire. And on the left side there are the female saints and the righteous female and championesses of the faith. On the right hand side are the male saints and the champions of the faith. Here we can see some famous saints with their instruments of torture, like here we can see this saint is holding with his two hands the instrument that was tortured by. And on this side we can see San Bartolomeo who was skinned alive, and Michelangelo drew him with his skin. Can you see? Can you see the skin? And if you notice, you can see the whole figures rotating up towards the judge, Jesus Christ. Because at the last day, Jesus Christ, according to the Bible, will come with his angels and judge the whole world. To explain. And behind the altar was the last judgment. Do you remember when we go inside?
Yeah.
And this one, around the walls, all these images and episodes are depicted around the walls, the right walls of the Sistine Chapel and the left walls. So here shows the Prophet Moses and his life when he was sent to Egypt. So all of you know that Prophet Moses was sent to Egypt, right? And here you can see the life of Moses himself, and when he was watering the goats, and here shows Prophet Moses kills the Egyptians when he looked down to a Hebrew woman. And here shows as well the prophet when he was supplicating to God. Unlike here, we can see Jesus Christ, the vocation of the apostles. So Jesus Christ was selecting the apostles by the lake of Gennesaret. You know, the vocation was done on Jerusalem. So the life of Moses in Egypt and the life of Christ in Jerusalem. So Jesus Christ is God incarnated or came in flesh. And here we can see the Red Sea of Egypt when it was spread up into two sides, and the water was flowed back over the Egyptian army of the Pharaoh. So Moses, the prophet Moses,
These are inside the Vatican Museum.
waiting for the underground.
सारा बाहर जाके outside जाके only when you go outside अभी outside नहीं करना
Every row of Kumbh was accompanied by a pillar of this god. And this god was called the conductor of souls. So he was leading the dead people into the new life or the Roman Empire.
This is the animal room at the Vatican. Everything, all of them are actually animals made of marble. This was created by Pope Paul II in 1539. This is the second part of the same room.
तकल्लुफ नहीं कर रहे हो तुम इसमें कोई तकल्लुफ नहीं है
नहीं तकल्लुफ नहीं इसकी ज़रूरत नहीं है
Yes, okay. This is a gallery of maps, and here
Gallery of
panel
maps.
is surrounded with a white and gold frame. So the frame, every frame and each frame has inner border and with.
Look at the ceiling. Oh my god.
So this whole gallery was constructed
खड़ी हो मैं खींचता हूँ
by
आगे
Pope Leo, and the artist that constructed the whole gallery was called Ottaviano Mascherini. But there are many other artists.
ला मैं निकाल दूँगा
Then most famous
These are the most famous 4 rooms of Raphael in the gallery at Vatican, inside the Vatican Museum.
So it's Virgin Mary. This room was founded and constructed especially for Saint Mary when they accused her that it wasn't a virgin. So they held a council, a theologian council, in order to show that the Virgin was, the Mary was a virgin. It had never married to other women, and it had already not married. Just it has like a fiancé to the old fiancé, Joseph, right? So this vitrine or show windows contain a very precious manuscripts that affirm that Virgin Mary was a virgin. So, and these manuscripts and books were granted by sovereigns and diplomatic and very important political. And this is original. And you can see
These are the manuscripts where Mary was confirmed that she is a virgin by the council. Original manuscripts are here.
Here's a Pope presiding over this council. And here we can see the Pope praying in front of Virgin Mary, that the Virgin Mary has interceded for the Pope in order to affirm his virginity.
शिवांगी तुम सेंट मेरीज में पढ़ी थी, तुम्हें पता होना चाहिए ये सब.
Because at that time many doubts have been raised regarding the virginity of
ये काउंसिल है ना, काउंसिल बैठा है, काउंसिल ने डिसाइड किया. यहाँ पे पीपल ऑडियंस यहाँ पे आती है, यहाँ पे पोप आते हैं ना फ्राइडे को अपना सर्मन वगैरह देने, जो भी है यहाँ से पोप बोलते हैं. दिस इज़ द प्लेस. आओ इसे घूम के निकल लें. This is St. Peter's Basilica inside the Vatican, and this is huge. This is probably the biggest church that I have ever seen in my entire life. The ceilings. My God, this thing is huge. You can see me walking. This is inside the main basilica. Oh, wow. This dome is the largest dome in Rome, and I will show you the dome right now. And you see this is the dome, largest dome in the world, and also includes here in the Rome. And you see here, this is part of St. Peter's Basilica. We are in Milan city tour, and we are in a bus. This is the main castle of Milan. This was the ruler of Milan between the 12th and 15th century. यहीं पार्क कर देते क्या?
The city of Milan in the beginning of the 19th century, and it was very important for our city. We are going to talk about him again as we reach Piazza Duomo. O castelo, na Idade Média, era mais grande, tinha mais uma linha de muralhas à volta de toda a fortaleza, mas Napoleão, o francês, o general francês, conquistou Milão no começo de 1800, destruiu aquela parte da fortaleza. Napoleão foi muito importante para a nossa cidade, temos que falar dela. Também quando chegamos lá, na frente da Catedral de Milão.
Shut up. क्या देख रहे हो?
We are not going to visit the castle together. Not in our program. The castle is free, so during the afternoon, if you want to stroll in the castle, remember you can enter in the castle for free. You can explore the courtyards. Okay, you can explore the park, but today is raining, so maybe today is not the best day.
This is the Milan Cathedral. Milan Cathedral. This has Leonardo da Vinci's The Last Supper inside it, inside the Milan Cathedral. You can see this is beautiful. There is some renovation going on. This is the interior of Milan Cathedral. This is birthday boy Sharav. This is Shivangi. This is the interior of the Milan Cathedral. This is huge, huge.
Fermi qua, fermi qua. Don't fall. कार चलानी है और बताइए यहाँ पे
This is the tomb of Archbishop of Milan. This is his body. This is the first statue that was used to teach anatomy, and here you can see that there are bone representations. It is actually currently under the cathedral is currently under renovation, but if you look at this, this was used to teach anatomy to students. This has bones, muscles, representations. तुम जाओ मैं बनाता हूँ। उसके पैर को कुचलना है। हाँ,
क्यों इससे होता क्या है?
गुड लक चार में जल्दी करो जल्दी। 3 बार 1 2 3 चलो। Milan Opera House, and these are all the famous posters of the operas that were held during the 19th and 20th century. As you can see, it's 1929. We are in Milan Opera. These are the students that are preparing for the opera.
यही रहने देखे किसके पास छोड़ गए
आ जाओ शारफ
फोन चाहिए गेम खेलो
Loro sono un passeggino, li mettiamo in un altro. Ce n'hai uno. And two more, and the third one.
This is from where people used to watch the opera. My god, this place is beautiful.
This is so beautiful.
From here people used to watch the opera.
Wow, Shadow, this is so beautiful.
This is the balcony seat that we have. So you can see here are the 4 chairs. 4 people used to sit here, and at the back is where
शारफ कार नहीं चला सकते अब. Stop it now.
people used to perform the opera. Here.
मम्मी पापा से अलग रहना है? मैं छोड़ के आऊँ आपको?
Performance by an artist for the evening opera. A very rare occasion. You don't get to see this very often. This is the fashion district in Milan.
Naquela época estava fora das muralhas. Estava fora da cidade. Claramente hoje já não é assim. Aquela igreja fica no interior do centro histórico, mas não, naquela época então podemos chegar à porta e podemos cruzar. Uma curiosidade, nos dois lados da porta temos algumas cabeças, sabe? Leonardo from Florence, because Leonardo was born near Florence in a little village called Vinci. Leonardo da Vinci means Leonardo from Vinci. If you go to Tuscany, you can visit Vinci. It's a little village, more or less 1 hour from Florence. So that's nice, little but nice. Leonardo Museum. While he was a young boy, Leonardo worked in Florence with Verrocchio. Verrocchio is a famous artist, 1 generation older than Michelangelo. Also Verrocchio worked in Florence. But then Leonardo was sent to Milano and he came to work for Ludovico il Moro, Lord of Milano. A couple of words about Ludovico il Moro. Ludovico il Moro was a member of the Sforza family, so the second family who ruled Milano. He got his power in 1476 when his brother, the Duke of Milan, was killed, was assassinated. The young son of his brother was too young to be the Duke of Milan, was just 4 years old. So Ludovico il Moro took the power. And actually, to be sure to control the power, to control Milano, he killed his nephew, he poisoned his nephew, and he exiled the mother of the young king to the castle of Bedegrasso. So in 1480, it was the only lord of the city. I mean, okay, it looks a little bit cruel, it looks a Kingslayer, but that was normal for the Middle Age. Middle Age was a tough time. Also Europe, also during the races. Very tough time. So, and 1480 is the lord of the city, and 2 years later arrived Leonardo. And Leonardo stopped in Milan for 17 years. This is the place where he stopped after.
This This is the most famous place in Milan. This is where Leonardo da Vinci's Last Supper is kept. We only get a tour of 15 minutes. We cannot stay for more than that. And no cameras, no cell phones, nothing is allowed inside. So after this I might not be able to show you. But this is the church cathedral, and the most famous one, since Leonardo's Last Supper is kept here. The painting is more than 550 years old and one of the most important paintings in the history in the Renaissance area. History of the Last Supper.
In the case of Last Supper, we were extremely lucky because those were the destruction later in the
The
war.
destruction during World War II.
We have one more, so it's better to see it.
Entering the Last Supper.
Vídeo não são permitidos, foto com flash não são permitidas e também selfie stick não são autorizados. Mas podemos tirar fotografias normais. Please, as before, everybody can. Okay, couple of rules. We are allowed to take photos, but normal photos. Videos are not allowed.
We are at the famous Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris. This is the cathedral and this is the line to get in. This is Shivangi trying to click a picture, and we are about to get in this cathedral to take a tour. We are in Notre Dame Cathedral inside, and this is the first Gothic cathedral which was built in the 12th century. Look at the ceilings, they have these high ceilings. The difference between a church and the cathedral is a church doesn't have a seat for a bishop, and this cathedral has a seat for a bishop. That is why it is a cathedral and not a church. And you can see, and this is also famous because Napoleon Bonaparte coronated himself in this church. These are the sculptures inside Notre Dame that depict religion.
The church was extremely colorful. It was not white as we can see today. And this roof work was work for all the churches. For most of the churches were so
This is the original crown of Jesus Christ that he used to wear. It is displayed at Notre Dame Cathedral, and it is displayed to public only once a month on the first Friday of each month. It is inside that red box. This is how the Notre Dame Cathedral was built. They used to. This is how the Notre Dame was built. Chalo. The history of Notre Dame. This is the old.
last week, which are very precious stones. So this color was used just for very important figures. And there is another important figure which is always painted blue, is the King of France. And I don't know in English, but
We are in Seine River cruise in Paris. This is a church. यहाँ पे कहीं पे स्टैचू ऑफ लिबर्टी भी है. We are passing under a Seine River bridge or crossing the Seine through motor car. अभी आएगा.
मैं खानी है चॉकलेट जल्दी से वो कॉफी
À droite, avec son clocher vert, l'American Church is large. Vous pouvez suivre la messe en anglais. Elle est historiquement la première église américaine implantée hors des États-Unis et est présente à Paris depuis 1914.
To the right is the American Church of Paris with its green bell tower. Here you can attend Mass in English. It is the first American church to have been implanted outside of the United States.
American
It's been
church.
a Paris landmark since
First church where the mass is held in English. Green.
Church de París, donde se puede asistir a la misa en inglés. Es históricamente la primera iglesia americana establecida fuera de los Estados Unidos y está visible en París.
With the statue, they measure the water level at the Seine River.
Se alzó unos 40 centímetros.
In 1910 flood, the water had come to the beard. Oh, here you can see Eiffel Tower from the cruise.
Construit en 1937 pour l'exposition internationale des arts appliqués, le palais de Tokyo, sur notre droite, accueille les collections d'art moderne de la ville de Paris, ainsi qu'un espace destiné à la création contemporaine.
Built in 1937 for the International Exposition of Arts and Technology, the Palais de Tokyo, on our right, is where the city of Paris shows its contemporary art collections. It also has a space dedicated to contemporary art.
Take no light.
ओ निकल गया
This is the Eiffel Tower